Did you know there's a video game that took over 25 years to finish? It's called Duke Nukem Forever, and its development time is legendary. Did you know that video games have become so realistic that in some cases, players can't distinguish between the game and real life? Imagine a time before video games were a part of everyday life. Many people think Pong was the first home video game. But there's a surprising twist. Did you know that the Magnavox Odyssey, the actual first home video game console, was released before Pong? Let's dive into the fascinating story of the console that started it all. Video game/system and gaming background. Video gaming is when you play electronic games on devices like computers or consoles. A video gaming system is the hardware and software that lets you play these games. Like consoles, such as PlayStation or Xbox, or gaming PCs. Video games started with the idea of making TV more fun. The first console, the Magnavox Odyssey, came out in 1972. Since then, gaming has grown a lot. Each new console brought better games and more fun. Why were games invented? They let us play and tell stories in new ways. Today, gaming keeps getting better as technology improves. Here are some generations or short evolution of video gaming systems. The first generation, a new era begins. In the early 1970s, home entertainment took a groundbreaking leap with the release of the Magnavox Odyssey in 1972. It was a humble beginning with games that were just a few dots and lines on the screen. But it marked the birth of a new industry. Ralph Baer, the father of video games, revolutionized how people could interact with their televisions. The second generation. The late 1970s saw the introduction of more sophisticated consoles like the Atari 2600 in 1977. With iconic games like Pac-Man and Space Invaders, the Atari 2600 sold millions of units, proving that video games were not just a passing fad. As David Crane, co-founder of Activision, once said, the Atari 2600 didn't just sell games, it sold the future of interactive entertainment. The third generation, the Nintendo Revolution. The early 1980s video game crash seemed like a death knell for the industry, but Nintendo had other plans. Enter the Nintendo Entertainment System, NES, in 1985. With its iconic controller and unforgettable games like Super Mario Bros. And The Legend of Zelda, the NES revived and redefined gaming. Shigeru Miyamoto, the creator of Mario, said, "Games are meant to be just one thing, fun. Fun for everyone." The fourth generation, 16-bit glory. The late 80s and early 90s brought the 16-bit era, headlined by the Sega Genesis and the Super Nintendo Entertainment System, SNES. Sega's Sonic the Hedgehog became an instant hit, offering a cool alternative to Nintendo's offerings. Meanwhile, the SNES boasted superior graphics and sound, securing its place in gaming history with classics like Super Mario World and The Legend of Zelda, a link to the past. Yuji Naka, the creator of Sonic, once remarked, "Sonic was more than a game. It was a statement, a symbol of speed and style." The fifth generation, the 3D frontier. The mid-90s saw a dramatic shift with the arrival of 3D gaming. Sony's PlayStation, launched in 1994, and Nintendo's N64 in 1996 were at the forefront. Titles like Final Fantasy VI and Super Mario 64 set new standards for storytelling and gameplay. Hironobu Sakaguchi, creator of Final Fantasy, said, "With each new generation, we push the boundaries of storytelling. Games are now art." The sixth generation, Battle of the Titans. The turn of the millennium saw fierce competition with the Sega Dreamcast, Sony PlayStation 2, Microsoft Xbox, and Nintendo GameCube. The £2, released in 2000, became the best-selling console of all time. The Xbox introduced us to Halo, changing the landscape of first-person shooters, while the GameCube offered beloved titles like Super Smash Bros. Melee. Bill Gates noted during the Xbox launch, "We're not just building a gaming console, we're building the future of interactive entertainment." The seventh generation, high-definition wars. In 2005, Microsoft launched the Xbox 360, followed by Sony's PlayStation 3 and Nintendo's Wii in 2006. The Xbox 360's Xbox Live service revolutionized online gaming, while the £3 Blu-ray player added extra value. However, it was the Wii that truly stood out with its motion controls, appealing to a broader, more casual audience and becoming a massive hit. Reggie Fils-Aimé, former president of Nintendo of America, stated, "The Wii broke down barriers, making gaming accessible and fun for everyone." The 8th generation. The Wii U in 2012 was a misstep for Nintendo, but Sony's PlayStation 4 and Microsoft's Xbox One, both released in 2013, found success. The £4 focused on powerful performance and exclusive games, while the Xbox One initially struggled but later gained ground with strong online services and backward compatibility. The true innovation came with the Nintendo Switch in 2017, blending home console and portable gaming seamlessly. As Shigeru Miyamoto said, "Nintendo is always thinking about what's next." The Switch represents our vision of future gaming. The 9th generation. The new frontier. In 2020, the Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5 launched, offering unprecedented power and speed. The Xbox Series X boasts 8K resolution and 120 frames per second, while the £5's ultra-fast SSD reduces loading times dramatically. Both consoles continue to push the boundaries of what's possible in gaming, setting new standards for performance and immersion. Jim Ryan, CEO of Sony Interactive Entertainment, said, "The £5 is designed to ignite the senses and bring players into extraordinary new worlds." The future. Where do we go from here? The evolution of video game systems reflects technological advancements and shifting consumer desires. From simple beginnings to complex, immersive experiences, gaming has become a major cultural force. What's next? Virtual reality, augmented reality, and cloud gaming are just a few frontiers being explored. As technology continues to advance, so too will the possibilities in gaming. Thanks for joining us on this journey through the history of video game systems. If you enjoyed this trip, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay updated on all our future content. What's your favorite gaming console of all time? What's your favorite video game of all time and why? Which gaming console do you use the most and what do you love most about it? Let us know in the comments below. Stay tuned and keep on gaming.